trail. Sweat up, mate, pump it up right. Laughing with the snakes under campfire light. Raise that lager, the night's just begun. Aussie madness turns exercise to fun. Whoa, 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 that's ice to fun. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Rastov shouts, Twiggy, mate, you're living the dream. Waiting with mix like a comedy team. The podcast.
G'day, mates. Welcome to the Blunder Down Under. LCU cult rep. Thank you for the Lolcow Aussie membership. Bro. Alright, I just want to clear some things up, right? Me and Billy are cool. He called me. We had a chat. It's all gravy. No, like I said, I'm not holding on to that shit. It's fine. I love Billy. Always love Billy. Twiggy. Him and I are always fine. But you guys were not happy, alright? And that comment section, that Discord, woo! Whoo! Whoo! Twiggy was. He was catching the smoke. Alright, but hold on. I know what. This is what everyone really wants to know, right? I'm going to give you my live reaction to Becky coming back. Oh my god. I can't believe she is back. Nobody saw that coming. That was insane. Holy moly. I really thought she was gone. Dude, no one believes that crap. No one believes that she wasn't going to show up. I literally called it that she was going to show up late ages ago. On other episodes, I said she was going to show up. I said that she was going to show up when everyone was already there and be like, look, it's me, guys. And she was expecting everyone to be like, and they were all like, what the fuck are you doing here, bitch? I literally called it. I literally fucking told... I need to stop swearing because it's not been 5 minutes. I literally told you that that's exactly what was going to happen. Okay? I did. But let's do this together, alright? Oh my god. I can't believe she showed up. Dude. You know what, bro? Actually, though, like, massive, like, shout-outs to Lolcow Live for the milestone they hit today with those donos. That was insane. Lily Musai with $10. G'day to my favorite Aussie boys. Insert Xenoblade advertisement here, bro. I'm gonna play me some Xenoblade. But you know what? I'm not gonna spend too much time on intro. Okay, we're gonna go talk to ye old Twiggy when he jumps in. Let me just get it all set up. Or he messaged me. What did he say? He said he'll be in shortly. Well, he's usually in shortly. I'm there. He should show up soon. While we wait for him, is this the right thing? Yeah, it is. Okay, go get yourself some St. Paddy's Day crown bundles. There's still a few left. Get your chance at one of those gold coins. Really cool. Lolcow.co. Link is in the description there, or in the chat. It's pinned. Go get yourself some Aussie merch. It's really cool. People are loving it, bro. He has to get dressed. He was half naked on live. Yeah, we saw that. You wish I would quit? Why you want me to quit, man? Why you want me to quit? That's just mean, man. That's just mean. I ain't gonna quit. I felt like it, though. Yesterday was the closest I've come to quitting. Because you can't shit on the viewers. You can't just tell... You can't look you guys dead in the eye and say that you guys aren't valuable and that if you leave, we'll just replace you. That's fucked. I disagree. I think you guys build this whole thing. And without you, there's no show. I know that people would disagree, and maybe that's just my inexperience as a content creator, but I genuinely believe that the viewers are the lifeblood. So, you can disagree all you want. I don't care. I don't care. Get yourself a hoodie, though. Where is Twiggy? Where is Twiggy? Can I get some W's or some L's in the chat just to see how you felt about the 6-hour stream? I thought it was great. Till Becky showed up, it was a bit cringe. Bro, actually, we need to talk about when they thought the internet went out and she dropped character and was like saying all this nice shit. Dude, that fucking said everything to me, bro. That said everything to me. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy, right? It was all fire, then all of a sudden it's like, oh, hey, we're not live. And then she's like, "Oh my God, Brantley, I love you. Thank you for getting drinks. Brantley, you're amazing." Dude, and then I get a message from Twiggy being like, "The alliance is back on. Him and Becky are alliance again." I'm like, dude, what is today? What is this shit? What? I don't get paid enough for this crap. I really don't. We did get Gibby. We did get our Gibby. Welcome to Bandworld Nusu. Thank you very much. Nightly Truth with the $5 said, "I can't anymore tonight, Rastov. I got to get to bed. Have a great stream." Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you guys. Dude. I can't believe it's like unbelievable, but it's also so fucking predictable at the same time that she's back too. Like it's just insane. I appreciate you subbing to our one. I really do. But I also do just want to, you know what, before Twiggy gets in here, I do just want to apologize to our viewers from yesterday. All right, it is not, we do not think that you are just money. We don't, we won't just replace you. General with the $10. Kevin Smith is live. You know what to do. No. We did that once. It was funny. I really don't want to piss off Kevin Smith again, okay? I don't want to piss off Kevin Smith again. Mike Avery with the 2. Tina almost fell leaving her chair, face planted. Bro, I mean, look, I would have been shooketh as well. I would have been shooketh. Lily with another 10. I have to catch some sleep myself, but always glad to catch you all live. Much love, Lily. Thank you so much for showing up and your donations. Seth Looks with the $2 said, Rastov is the voice of the people. Some people, other people disagree, and that's fine too. You're allowed to disagree. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. All right? But you're not entitled to have people listen unless you got yourself a microphone and a platform. Eh. Oh, I think he's here.
Yo.
Hello, Twiggy. Nice to see you
buddy?
clothed. Dude, it's been a week, bro. It's been a week.
It has been a week, trust me.
I can't believe that Becky has returned. Can you?
Can y'all unplug that mic? Just until it's needed, yeah. If you hear a click sound, it's because we're unplugging the mic. We've swapped around the whole setup today, so.
How you feeling after yesterday, dude?
Oh, I feel great. I feel fantastic. But I imagine a lot of others don't, right?
There was a little bit of hate. A little bit.
Yeah, but a little bit of hate is good. I mean, guys, look, I know it's terrible, but like, a lot of stuff's happened this week. A lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we were one of the most talked about shows almost all day.
But at what cost? At what cost?
I was a little angry. All right.
Why were you angry? Was it because
Why
of
was I
Roxy?
angry? No.
What were you angry about?
Speaking of Roxy, old maid. Dude, I've been torturing Roxy though. It's been great. I'll just run out, like I'll just see her and I'll start charging at her, like a dickhead.
That's just weird,
But
bro.
no, dude. She runs screaming. It's great. I'm an evil person.
Okay. So, all right. Talk me through what happened yesterday because it was very uncomfortable for me, and I spent a long time doing damage control afterwards.
Which you
because
choose to
people
do, by
were
the
very.
way.
I know. I chose. It's because I care about the people. All right. I'm not going to say I had to because I didn't have to, but they were upset, and I was upset for them. So I just want to know where you were coming from.
I was coming from a point of like, I'm tired of seeing people blow opportunities that they may never get back.
Bro,
right?
Big Moose just became a crown, dude.
Wow, dude, that's
what the fuck?
He's still banned, and he's still banned.
But see, dude, Big Moose, bro, he's
a supporter.
Holy shit, Big Moose, bro! Thank you so much, dude. That's fucking wild. Holy crap! You know what?
That's cute.
That's insane.
Wonder Woman's getting, just a little bit of cuddles right now.
Is that actually a thing? Is it a real thing?
Did you see the pictures I sent?
No. I saw a picture of Keemstar standing behind them.
Yep, that was it. Oh,
was that the only photo?
I'm seeing right now. I don't care. I'm sorry, Scott. That's okay, right? You got a chair in your way, so we're good. We're good.
What, so you
I'm gonna
can't
take a
see
little
his
selfie
boner?
for y'all. Hold up. I'm gonna send you some pictures I took of Baja
Big,
too.
but hold on,
alright?
can we just appreciate Big Moose just for a second? Like, oh my god,
Yeah.
thank you for becoming a crown, bro. I really appreciate it, dude. Holy crap. He is banned, but he still supports. He still gifts. He still supports. He maintains that he did nothing wrong, and you know what? I hope that it gets resolved one day. But if not, we still appreciate you. You're gonna
we most definitely.
all right. You're gonna send
appreciate
that
you.
to me, or you're gonna put it in a Discord? It's gotta be
I'm gonna
Lolcow
send the
Aussie
pictures of
exclusive.
Baja to you. Yeah, they're gonna be a Lolcow Aussie exclusive because they are gold.
Can I? I can show
Absolute
them.
gold. Yeah, you can show them. I've been given Baja gave me permission to show them on the Discord, so I assume that means I can play them on a live stream. I assume, right?
I mean,
Hey,
I'm assuming
Glammies
so.
man, real quick, can you do me a favor? There's an unopened monster on the poker table. Would you be a peach and bring that to me?
All right.
Thank you. I see why Glammy loves you. I can't wait for y'all to get married.
I can't wait for you to do what we planned and object. That's gonna be so funny.
Dude, I can't do it.
Why?
Because he's such a nice dude. Genuinely. Like, he was
All right.
thrown into all this chaos, and he's great.
Baja might literally be the shortest of kings.
Dude,
What the
there's some
fuck,
angle work
dude?
there. I told him, I told, who did I tell? I think it was John. I was like, yeah, see this camera angle? This is how they filmed the Hobbits in the Lord.
Bro. Project Karma literally just said something that I was thinking today for $5. Isn't it suspicious that Twiggy said his wife was going to show up and then Becky suddenly appeared? Twiggy is chaos. Bro, I thought the same thing for a second. I was like, what narrative are we fucking spinning now? Holy crap. Dude, Ken is a tall guy from the looks of it, because I don't think Baja's that tiny.
Ken is massive. Ken is massive, but Baja's not the tallest guy, but he's not that tiny.
He looks so happy, though. Look at him in his little face.
He looks like a little kid. It's so good. And he's just the funniest dude.
I feel
He's
like
so
we
nice.
could. I feel like we could like create some kind of like Make-A-Wish photo, like poster out of this.
Dude. Oh my god!
I love Baja
And then,
so
like,
much.
today I'm in a fantastic mood. I'm not gonna crash out. I'm not gonna tell people that they're incorrect, even if they are right. I'm not gonna
Alright,
call anybody retarded too much. I didn't
So
have
this,
to do
hold
much
on. This
today. I
is
just
Baja and Brady.
Yep, Baja and Brady. Brady didn't give me permission to share that, by the way.
Oh well. I mean, you told me before I did these that I could fucking post them.
Oops. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care what Brady thinks.
Baja is like the cutest little Pokemon. He just
Dude, he is.
he just reminds me of a Pokemon, and the last one I don't need to show because it's him with no pants.
He's such a wholesome guy. Baja. It's the weirdest like thing in the world because like he is the human embodiment of a liminal space, but like one of those liminal spaces that makes you like weirdly comfortable. You know?
Yeah,
That's how I would describe.
He
it.
is one of my biggest regrets on like not showing up. So, because I would have loved to have met him. Him and I talk a lot. So,
and then I know you saw the picture I shared in the Discord.
Yeah, I did.
The one of me
I was just
and
about to bring that up.
An old friend.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
One of my favorite things about her leaving was that there was no more alliance and no more stupid fucking. And now she's back. The first thing that you guys talk about is that you're going to. Like the alliance is rekindled, and that you're going to be targeting different shows now. What? You know what? Just tell them about it while I find the photo. Where the fuck did you post it?
Well, so last night I was not my normal self, not my usual self, right?
Definitely.
But earlier today, after Becky was screaming, because dude, her showing up just was a complete blindside to me, right? Like I'm sitting here, I'm sitting behind the computer, right, just watching the stream, and I'm kind of moderating the chat, but not really because it was funny, right? And then all of a sudden, Grim just runs in and he's like saying, "Hey, Keem, you need to come out here now." Blah 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 blah. Keem thinks he's trolling. I thought he was trolling because Grim took my place outside while they were making the brisket earlier. We had some good
Right.
brisket, by the way.
It
And,
looked really nice. It looked like it was just melting in your mouth, sort of thing.
And yeah, so eventually she just walks in. I don't know how she got in. I don't know how she got the code. I have so many questions, right? But I have a few suspicions, but I can't get into it. And then yeah, when she came out, not of the closet, but out of the little theater room,
Fuck's sake.
I approached her and I was like, "Hey, everything all right? I'm surprised to see you here." And she
Can I interrupt you
was,
just for 1 second?
"Yes, you can."
I'm so sorry. When I said don't go over to fucking Kevin Smith's channel, we're not doing this again, I genuinely fucking meant it, okay? Do not go over and antagonize Kevin Smith. I mean it. Don't fucking
What's going
do
on
it.
with Kevin Smith again?
He's on at the same time. And like I'm getting sent screenshots of our people trying to bring up fucking Lost in the chat again. You know who you are, and I know who you are. You son
That
of a
is so
bitch.
funny. It is so funny. Oh my gosh.
Stop. Why did I read that out? Speaking of reading
thank
things
you.
out.
Thank
Power
you.
Edge with the $10 said, "What's up, legends in the chat and Kings Rastov and Twiggy?"
What up, baby?
Do
How
you
you
think?
doing?
Do
I
you
what?
think that people would be more pissed off at you if they weren't so distracted by the fact that Becky showed up today?
I'm just taking advantage of that.
Dude, it blows. I literally feel like Jesse Pinkman right now with the he can't keep getting away with it. He just can't
Dude,
keep
I
getting
love
away
it.
with it.
I don't know, it's like the universe kind of molds things around me, right? Because every time
Don't
I have
even.
every time I have a bad moment, something worse happens and then I look better, right? And then, I don't know the best way to put this, right? But a good amount of the hosts on my side, the people who were here, they know. The ones who don't, FOMO.
Fuck off. Well,
I had
James
to. I'm so
re-upped his
sorry.
pay pig saying, "This is the Aussie I love." And you know what, dude? I gotta give James a big ass shout out because he helped me out a lot because I was feeling a certain way, and he DM'd me.
Mhm.
We had a conversation, and he made me feel a lot better about it. So I just want you to know I really appreciate you, bro. I really do.
Oh, and I
And
want y'all
thank
to
you
know,
for
like, me
re-upping.
and Rastov, we were
We
shit
were
talking each
fine.
other last night in the chat, but we were fine. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna go back and forth, but we always know, sometimes you got to get it out, right? And it's not the best to do that online. It's not a good idea, but we're not. it-
Yeah.
It's kind of a part of this whole entertainment thing. We kind of want to just get our grievances out, and like, if we're gonna be real, I guess
We
we've got to
made an
kind of let
agreement
people
that
see a
we'll
little
never
bit
go
more.
to bed angry, is basically what Twiggy is saying, okay? Welcome to
With
Bandworld
more
Million.
words.
This is the picture of Twiggy and Becky, and he put it in the chat that they were going to take over the LCU. But I
Dude, I'm
also
fighting
agree
for
that
nobody
people
to say it.
enjoy our show more when it's just us two.
Mhm.
And that when other people jump... I know it's Fat Camp, right? You can't avoid having other hosts
Mhm.
and stuff there, and that's totally fine. But I get where the viewers are coming from as well.
Yeah, but there's it also depends, right? Because some of the people we have had on, they're people who we've frequently, had on, and we'll
Totally.
hop over onto their shows, and we kind of have this camaraderie. For one, two, we have an agreement with almost every host that if you want to come on, come on.
Totally.
Hop in.
I fully agree.
So
I
it's the
think it was
same,
mainly
I
the
guess, in
alcohol stuff
person.
people were getting annoyed at.
Well, no, and yeah, but it's really not I guess what you see on camera is, going to be your only idea
Yeah, that's
of
their only
what's
point of
going on.
reference. My
Yeah,
only
but
point of reference as well, to be fair.
yeah, no, dude, the drinking's not that bad. It really isn't.
Seems like the
Everybody
vibes
has.
changed today. Sorry, I keep cutting
Well,
you off.
that's because
I'm not meaning to.
yeah, no, you're good, right? But we've hit different milestones, right? And we've celebrated. That's about it. Like we had, I'm I don't even know the best way to put it. Like tomorrow, we're getting plastered.
Oh,
We had a
Jesus.
great stream tonight. We're getting plastered. It's certain you know notable community members who are here. You know, there's I can't remember who. That's why I'm being so like discreet about it. If I
Oh
knew,
my
I'd tell
God,
you.
Big
But
Moose.
somebody's leaving tomorrow. I don't remember who it is.
He gifted another
But
20,
we're
by the
gonna
way, another
celebrate it.
20 memberships, bro. Thank you so much. And I
Thank
saw a
you,
comment
Moose.
saying that we glossed over him becoming a crown. Dude, no, Big Moose knows just how much I appreciate him. Maybe Twiggy
Mhm.
showed a little bit more, but I really appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much.
I'm just a little low energy. I literally I went to take a nap earlier, and like as soon as I like got to the point where I was like, you know, dozing off,
Mm.
I had to go frickin' fix milkers. So I had to handle that. And then I was just behind, like, I was either behind the computer right there, behind this camera right here, outside, you know, just moving stuff around. There's not really much downtime, and it's more fun than just, you know, laying around and just chilling to me. I have to be moving at all times.
Right.
Like, something you may not know about me is that I'm a pacer, right?
Oh,
I'm
we
always
saw.
moving. Yeah, I'm
There's
always
gifs of
moving.
you in the Discord just walking back and forth past the fucking like theater room.
Well,
But
I was actively grabbing stuff like,
yeah,
you know, that we needed. We were going through like water and just 7-Up and stuff because I was sitting there, dude, for the almost the whole time.
I saw you give Billy a little kissy kiss on the head. I saw that. It was
And
really sweet.
did you
You
see me
bought him a
push? Did you
water.
see me push? I pushed Baja in front of the door in the wheelchair.
No, I didn't see. I didn't catch that part. But
I
you
did the worm in
sussy.
front of the door while they were listening to music.
That was cool. Actually, seeing them all listen to music was really nice. You sussy re-upped this cash cow and said, "I cancelled all my subs, but this show, Becky is the biggest L of the LCU. She is.
You
Shinobi
put the
Ben
L
re-up
in
Band
LCU,
World.
bro.
Yeah. Lord Rush claimed he let Becky in. It's in the Discord if you search "let Becky in" main chat. I mean, to be honest, if he showed up, like if she showed up, I don't think they would turn her away because it would be up to the boss and he was streaming, right? So like,
No, I think if she did it while they weren't streaming, she would have been told to leave and then trespassed.
possibly, yeah.
I'm almost certain, yeah, because we've had like
General, you son of. Hold on.
we've had the mailman show up and like deliver mail to the like the property owners because the owners they have people like running their ranch for them because this is an active ranch.
Oh, is it?
Um, I just made that up. I have no idea, dude.
Fuck's
There's
sake,
just people
dude!
who are
I hate
making
that
sure
you
the
suck
hot
me in
tubs are
so.
running.
All right, fucking okay. We got
There's
just two
there's animals,
donations.
but I don't
man.
know what a ranch is.
God damn it. Isn't it a TV show? General with $5 said, "Nobody tell Kevin Smith that Rastov from Lolcow Aussie is talking shit. Nobody do it, okay? General, stop it. No." Keith Palmer with 20 said, "I seen you doing the
I gotta
worm and
go
then
with
walking
his
past the door in pain right after."
Dude, I hurt my weenie.
That's because you had a
crushed it.
boner.
From what? Rastov,
Nah,
are you adding to the rumors, really?
I didn't say why.
It was because I was sitting back there with Grim.
There were. So you said that your wife is showing up, right? There were some people that were saying if she shows up with legs, they will cancel their membership.
Then, I mean,
But you
when
said
she
she's
doesn't
not
have
going to be
legs.
on camera, right? So that shouldn't be a problem. Yeah.
No, but I mean, yeah. If any of you guys want to cancel your membership because something I did,
Okay,
somebody will fill your spot. Okay, I'm sorry. I need to stop.
No, these motherfuckers are. I just got sent another screenshot, and there's live chats from Kevin Smith, and they're like saying we're restreaming, drawing mustaches and phalluses. I'm asking very weird questions. You guys need to stop. I mean it. Stop.
The good thing is they don't read their chat.
Thank
Big
Christ.
ups Liquid Rastov in the Kevin Smith chat.
Stop it. Stop
And look,
fucking
I'm the good
trolling
guy this
Kevin
time
Smith.
because they're not mentioning me at all.
Mention Twiggy if you're
No,
gonna
only
troll.
mention
Don't say it was
Rastov.
me. I love
If
Kevin
you-
Smith.
Only mention Rastov. Me and Kevin Smith, we've had our run-ins, you know. When
Didn't you
I
get
can't take
banned?
myself seriously, stuff. Do what?
Didn't he ban you from his chat?
Yeah, I
Who
can't
is
chat
Kevin
there.
Smith? Do you seriously not know, like Jay and Silent Bob? He made Dogma, Mallrats, you know. Yeah, don't mess with other channels, okay? Stop fucking with
Right,
Kevin Smith. I'm gonna stop
Are
talking
you
about it
looking at
now.
their chat? Are you looking at
No,
their chat? No, go back and look at it real quick.
no, I haven't gone on to his channel. I've just been getting sent screenshots.
Oh, well, I just commented with Xylee gets amputated. IDK who Twiggy is, but he seems cool.
Fuck's sake.
So, I just got banned.
Did you actually get banned again?
Again.
Fuck's sake, dude.
Kevin Smith does not like me. And I
This
don't
is
know what
not
I did.
okay.
What have I done to you, Kevin?
No!
I saw
It-
the first Clerks.
Look, he's never gonna
I don't
see this,
remember it.
okay? But I'm gonna have to put out another fucking community post.
Well, and Kevin Smith does not read his comments. So, like, I doubt, you know. I don't know why they go over
Oh
to
my
his channel.
God.
Anyway.
Dude, you guys fucking suck. No, I read out a goddamn donation at the start. Right? I read out a goddamn donation and now everyone's doing it. So, you guys suck, man. Stop saying I'm the Kiwi king of New Zealand or LCU or some shit. That you're the skeleton. Anyway, let's get off fucking Kevin Smith. All
Okay.
right.
I was never on him, though.
Okay. All right. That's fine. So, do you have any plans to make up with the fans after yesterday?
Not as of now, but maybe in the future.
Okay. Xylee in the
I'm
chat
not done
said,
yet.
have a great stream, guys. Got to take a nap before going to the airport. Fly safe. Excited to see you at Fat Camp.
I'll
That'd
give
be
an
really
apology
cool.
to Xylee.
Oh, yeah, dude. Have you talked to her after that, bro? Because there were people that, like, there was so much crap from yesterday that it was hard to remember everything that happened. But that's one of the, like, that has been clipped so many times. That little crash out? Not crash out, it was anger.
On which side?
Yours. Like, when you screamed at her.
Oops.
Oops! Oops! Oops.
Look, I'm not an angry
Oops.
person, but I like to let it out a little. I could have. I don't know. I guess the only thing I can really say is that it was a choice. I just didn't want to hold back.
Oops.
Yeah. Oops.
All right. That's got to be a Twiggy quote for 2025. Just oops. You know what? That would make a great shirt. Just your face.
My bad, fellas.
Oops.
I'll do it better next time.
How do you?
But no, I don't know. Like, I guess I forgot who I was talking to. You know, I don't think about like the actual connections with people I've made, or like the fact that I'm going so hard on somebody who's done nothing but support me, even though I've already like been a dick in the past, right? Like if that makes sense. And yeah, I don't think it was deserved at all. I was looking for a target, I guess. You know, I was kind of annoyed already, like with stuff just before the stream. Mostly because like Rastov, I told you about my foot, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's in the thumbnail.
Yeah, my foot's not doing good, bro.
What happened?
I don't know. I just looked down at my foot one day and like this week and it was just sliced open. It's my fault. I don't wear shoes.
You should probably wear shoes.
I'm in the Crocs. We're good. We're good. I literally all the running around I've been doing all week I haven't worn any shoes for. People were impressed by the fact that I can run on gravel without shoes.
Right. So you haven't talked to Xylee like personally?
No, I haven't really talked to anybody. I wake up and I'm immediately like just I'm not on my phone very much. I'm not on the internet very much at all. I'm just kind of
Okay.
like whatever needs to be done. I'm trying to help out with in any way I can.
God damn it, you sussy. With $5 said, big up Liquid Rastov and Moist Twiggy. That's what they were fucking calling us in Kevin Smith's chat.
Glammy is white girl wasted right now.
Okay.
I said Glammy's white girl wasted right now.
Okay, we know. We also don't care. You sussy with $5 said, big up Liquid Rastov and Moist Twiggy. That was not an invitation. That was not an invitation for her to jump on the stream.
No, she's not. She's
Okay,
not.
good. Melian for
And I
$2
just made that
said,
up.
lost total respect for you, Twiggy. Oof.
Valid opinion. I don't care.
Deal with that shit.
Somebody get the camera.
You
I-
so much.
What did I just say, Twiggy?
Hi,
What
Twiggy.
did I just
Glammy's
say?
about to have a Twiggy moment. She's about to have a total me
Weird.
moment.
Full of shit.
You're full of more shit.
No, you're full of the motion.
I heard you in there. Thank you, Keem.
Heard me what?
Guys, we got the best cameraman in the Lolcow universe right here.
Thank you, Kim. Like,
All
what are
right.
you talking about?
$100 and we'll kick Glammy
What
off.
are you talking about?
$100. Oh, at least I'm a high price tag.
No, we just feel bad for you.
Well, whatever.
We're putting it towards your man because he's awesome. Cool dude.
At least it's like more than $20.
Dude, why is everybody walking out of that room with massive smiles on their face?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Not
That's
really.
why he asked, yeah. Lizzie with $2 said, love your Rastov, that's all. Thank you, Lizzie.
But yeah, no, to go back to my point before you...
What, infiltrated like you do us the nerds?
I own nerds.
You do not.
Also, I might hire Becky for nerds.
Wha-
Yeah.
You can't do that, Twiggy. I do not want to have Becky anywhere near.
Dude, she is trying so hard to, like, get her words out without slurring.
I am not. You're full of shit.
Okay,
I don't want Becky anywhere near nerds.
She's hired, but that's not what I'm trying to talk about right
No,
now.
she's not
That's-
hired. Just like you're not hired.
Glammy, I really don't want to yell again.
So don't.
I am being very restrained tonight. Rastov, what was I saying?
I don't know.
I can't even remember what you're saying, and you're telling me that I'm drunk. You can't even remember.
Can we
what you're
lower that
saying.
goal to kick her?
Nope, it's $100.
All right.
Well, anywho,
it's a
Rastov,
fire sale, $50 and she's gone.
So, has there been
She's
anything...
she's depreciated with age.
So, do you have any highlights from, like, any of the events that have happened today? Whether it's Fat Camp or, like, anything that's happened in the Discord, just community-related. A daily recap, anything that really stood out to you. I think this is something I want to start doing a little more often, because it's going to be hard for us to do any kind of segments, right?
Yeah.
Because I can't see anything. And then two, I mean... Fat Camp's kind of hot right now.
Fat Cam's awesome.
Are you asking
Number
if I
one.
have any highlights, or are you asking Glam?
Yeah. No, I'm not talking to her. This ain't her show.
Rastov, why aren't you here? Is my question.
I'm not going over it
Because-
Did
again.
you say that the
Rastov
paperwork-
is actually a
in the mail?
midget, and he has been keeping a massive secret. But anywho, go
I
on.
am not a midget. No, I'm not talking about it again because I can't be asked repeating myself for the 100th time. You should go watch some of our
Oh,
other
sorry.
streams.
I'm so sorry. You said the paperwork was in the mail. I thought you were
It's
going to
not-
be
eh,
here.
eh,
Wow,
you,
Glammy,
you're
it's
like 2
almost
weeks
like I
ago.
asked
You're
the
literally 2 weeks
question.
ago. All right,
I'm
$20.
sorry.
$20 as she's gone. $20 as she's gone. That's
$20.
as low as I'll go. All right,
Fine.
she's really depreciated.
Goodbye.
Oh,
I'm
she
not
did it
giving
for
you the $20.
Please do it anyway. Can you guys pay us the $20
She's
anyway?
not wasted at all, guys. She's not wasted at all.
All right, can we get the 20 anyway? Because I still managed to get her to leave.
Can I get somebody to fix the camera? Thank you so much. Dude, I dog on Glammy, and then her man's just like giving me a thumbs up, being like, I'll fix the camera. He's so nice, dude. And like he's learned how to operate it and everything. Like he knows what's up. I appreciate it.
Oh,
His name is Steve. I just doxed you, Steve.
God damn it, dude. So
getting
highlights
it.
today.
There we go. Yes, highlights today.
Trying to think. Oh, you know what? You know what was an interesting one that wasn't really a like a fat camp thing, but it was kind of was did you see Madhouse at all this morning?
No, I was
They didn't
kind of
send him a
busy.
redirect, and he spent the first hour just like roasting beans. Dude, Jeffy when he's mad or like being a dick is fucking funny, bro. Like, yeah. Which kind of sucks because like they didn't get like not getting a redirect really sucks. ODJ0 with the oh well 30.99 Australian, which is 20 US. Here you go. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. We
Thank
got
you.
rid of her.
Glammy, you gotta go. They donated for you to leave. Get out of the building.
Um,
Glammy just died. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, I could. Yeah, so like I think Madhouse is getting better. They're in a weird spot because they're in between like cafe and nerd, right? And they're not really even remotely similar audiences. Do you know what I mean? So like,
Mhm.
it's but they actually get donos and gifted memberships and all that sort of stuff. So I'd be interested to see what the comparison would be between like earnings.
Mhm.
As far as other streams, I woke up maybe halfway into Lolcow Live today. Gerard the Red with $20 said, "Here's 20, and please don't bring Becky on as there was already one show ruined. By the way, can we do Marketplace? That shit is
I have an
funny."
agreement with her if she comes on, by the way.
What's the agreement?
She has to be as calm and collected as I am right now.
Oh, okay.
I don't care what she's feeling. She has to be calm.
You know what I
Because
think?
our show, my plan is for our show to be a gateway into her getting another show, right? Or getting onto another show, and hopefully that show's nerds.
How do you feel about this as a punishment? She has to crown up to us as sort of like an alliance, as like a dowry for the alliance.
I
I love that the
like
look
that.
on your face is like, that's nice.
I like that. I just don't know if she can afford it.
Well, I mean, look, it's almost the end of the month, bro.
And she's a hoarder.
Yep. So I'm just saying. Just saying.
Which
I
is
mean,
kinda
okay,
weird
we're
because-
getting hours. We're getting hours for even mentioning it. Look, I'm just trying to say, at least when you get something going out.
Okay, but see, here's the problem, right? Do you want to know something I've learned?
What's that?
If you let the chat dictate your show, then you have no control over it, right? Then it's no longer your show. Because if we would have if they would have listened to a bunch of the stuff that the chat was saying this week, it wouldn't have been good. It wouldn't have been nearly as entertaining. Like you only
Well-
listen to the chat when you're asking their opinion on something, right?
I
And then even
understand.
then they're wrong most of the time.
I understand, but you also can't say that they're not valuable and that they're all losers for watching and that we'll just replace them if they leave. Like you can't. You don't have to listen to them, okay? But you can't berate and belittle and fucking
You see this
dehumanize.
smile?
No.
You see
I know. I'm aware. I've met. I haven't met you, but I know you. Okay, I know you. And these are the people that pay and they crown and they support unconditionally. All they get from us is some entertainment. All right, you
Yep.
know. So
Yes.
you can't. You
But
can't talk
I'm
to
not
them
going
like
to. No, I can. Right? With all due respect, I can. Because if they're going to support the show, right? I mean, it's fine if they're here just for you and they're here to hate me, right? That's fine. But I want people to support me for like me, I guess. So like when there's days where I switch up, oops, my
Oops.
bad.
That needs to be a shirt.
Sometimes I just, I get a little lost in the sauce. It's very hard for me to keep myself restrained,
Well, not everyone hates you because
especially as often as I do.
Magoo sent through $5 saying, "Twiggy, I think you are great, but please don't do that shit ever again. Rastov, keep being the boss, bro." Thank you.
Don't
for your
piss me
donation.
off. I rarely get pissed off.
But what?
Very
But
rarely.
you still haven't really said what pissed you off yesterday. Apart from, like, you said your
Because
foot, but, like, you didn't... You said you needed a target. You said you were pissed off, but we still haven't
yes.
kind of gotten to the nuts and bolts.
Well, no, because I had been hearing about people talk about, well, you know what? I'm done. Like, and there's been different reasons. Some people don't get their ways and they're little bitches about it, right? Other people, something's just too much for them. Like something that a lot of the other hosts wouldn't mind doing, but oh, I'm not doing that. I got, sometimes they'll say too much dignity, whatever, right? Bye. Like, I like to see people who are dedicated. I've met some people who are like genuinely dedicated, and it's crazy. Like, the only person I'm not gonna get mad at for like threatening to quit is Roxy, because Roxy is a champ. Like, it's insane, right? But the one thing that I do not respect, and the one thing that I probably won't ever respect, is giving up something that you may not ever be able to get back because your feelings were hurt, right? It's almost like it's almost like an ego thing, right? Because if you can't handle getting your feelings hurt on live and you're gonna quit, right? This isn't for you. I mean, that's just the way I see it, right? But
Okay.
we're in entertainment, right? And this is a very unique community, and it's also a very unique opportunity, because, like, Ozzy, for example. No, Rewind's even a better example, right? What kind of, like, show can go up onto YouTube, right? Within the first, like, how I don't even know how long it takes, but, like, is, partnered super quick, and then they're live streaming in front of over 1,000 people within their, like, first week streaming. How does that happen, right? That doesn't happen organically. This is a very unique opportunity. And if you're willing to give that up because your feelings were hurt, you don't belong here. You don't appreciate
I
what's being
think that's
basically
kind of an
handed to you.
oversimplification of the situation like that. I know that there are definitely people that share your opinion like that, but I think that when you invest yourself into something like this as heavily as some people do, it can take a toll. And so sometimes it's not about like, oh, my feelings were hurt, I want to go. It's about like, is the toll worth the what I'm getting out of it? Do you know what I mean? And so it's more
And
like
if it's
a
not,
question.
then go. But don't complain about it. Just go. Just be honest about it. This isn't for me.
Right, but
I'm not
asking
sure
the
I'm cut out
question
for
is how
this.
you figure that shit out too, right?
Yeah,
Because
but
when you confront yourself with something, that's when you truly know how you feel.
yes, but
having a thought doesn't
asking the
mean that you should just
question-
act on it because you've had a thought, right? Otherwise, there'd be a lot more fucking horror in the world.
oh wow, it's almost like that's exactly what happened last night, though, except on a complete parallel, or not parallel, but the exact opposite, right? So instead of just being like, "Well, look, this isn't for me. I'm gone," right? Instead, there was no, maybe I'm not built for this. It was just, I quit. I'm done. I don't like the way that you talk to me. Your words, they were so much that I'm going to give up a once in a lifetime opportunity. Oops.
Fuck you with that oops, dude. That needs to be on a shirt. Just quickly, before I forget, Lynn the Cynicant re-upped a cash cow for the second month, saying, I love you both. I'm here for both of you because the dynamic is on point. Rastov is the calm one. Twiggy is the little crazy one. Yes. And Kelly with $5 said, calm Twiggy is my fave. Much love, Rastov and Twiggy. Heart, try to stop hating on donators like me, please. Prayer hands. And Waffles for $10 said, Mr. Rastov, and then heart eyes. I get what you mean, right? I get what you mean.
Yeah.
And sometimes people do things as a reaction, right? And you can't really...
Yeah.
Can you tell me that you've never said something out of, like, just a reaction and you've not meant it?
No, I mean, I have.
Yeah,
But
it's a human thing, right?
It is a human thing, but I still don't think this is the same, because Eileen's the exact kind of person to criticize somebody for the exact same thing that she did, for one. Two, Xylee will tell people, she'll say all kinds of different stuff about people, very similar to what Billy said. She'll scream at people like I did. She's done stuff very similar to what I did, right? but because she was in the opposite of the situation, everybody else was the bad guy. Do you know what I mean? Because she screamed at me. She's called me retarded.
She has.
But when it's almost exactly like she can dish it, but she can't take it. Am I incorrect?
I hate
Like
that
let's let the chat decide.
I hate that the word that most accurately fucking describes the situation is like an almost taboo word to say in this universe now. But she's got personal boundaries, right? And like it was not something that it was a combination of shit happening all at once, right?
Yes.
Like Billy always gauges based on what he can see, whether or not he's gone too far
Well,
or not
personal
far enough,
boundaries,
right?
like personal boundaries, are also used as a shield, so your ego's not hurt, right?
Yeah.
Because like I think when it comes to like people insulting you and people like, especially if it's on camera, right? Like using just words, and that's against your boundaries, then you're not cut out for this. Like there's a difference between when it gets physical, right? But if people are going to use words, and you're going to crash out over words, this may not be for you. Maybe this is exactly for you.
But if
But
no
then you
one
can't
crashed out
complain when you
over
crash
words,
out.
none of what we are doing would happen.
No.
Because no
What I
one's
mean
crashed
by
out
this-
over anything physical, because it's
What do
all
you
just
mean?
been words in the Lolcow universe, right?
Yes, but a lot of it has been because people, there's so many different reasons. Like Psycho Mom's crash out was because things got a little too real, right? Like,
Right.
real life stuff. Becky's crash outs are because she's legitimately insane, right?
So is Boogie.
But you also like, it all depends on your reputation or the reputation you're trying to put out there, or even the character, I guess, that you're trying to put out there. Because
Right.
there's multiple people in the universe who say that they're not playing a character, right? But they are. Like I can see right through it. And
Do you think I'm
none of
playing
them
a
are here.
character?
No, you're a bitch.
Hey, look, I'll take that over being fucking fake. I can't
But
help it.
there is
I am
something
who
I do
am,
have
bro.
to address, though. There is something I do have to address, though, and it's actually important, and it might be something that we disagree on.
Okay.
But if you're gonna threaten to end streams because you don't like what's being said, I'm gonna have to start taking over OBS. Like that's something that's really gonna have to, like, we can't do that. We got to cut that out.
But they're just words, right? I never ended it.
Yeah, but you have before in the past, and if it
When?
happens again,
Oh, I did it once.
no, not even
That was
then.
that was a different situation, though.
No, there was the time where it was like we did it for the meme, right? But there's been other times, and like even threatening
When?
it. Let me think of the exact
When?
situation, because it has happened. I mean, I can't think of the exact example off the top of my head, but I was pissed when it happened.
When? Apart from that fucking one crash out time where we ended up on rewind, that's the only time I've ever actually just like said fuck it and ended it.
Yeah, well, that
There
was,
have
that
been
was the
other
time,
times
yeah.
when
I
we've
was
gone
talking about the
over
time
our
where it was a
time.
meme. Yeah, but
What
but
time was
still,
the
like,
meme though?
that was the time where we had the meeting afterwards. So we only did like a little over an hour or whatever.
Hold on, because I can just
Like
go
not
look.
too long ago. But the other time, that was the time that, did piss me off. Like also being kicked out of the call repeatedly. Like it was
Didn't we?
fine for that night, but
We hashed that shit out ages ago.
we
though.
hashed it out. We hashed it out, and I know you won't kick me from a call anymore. But
Yeah, like I don't understand why that's
dude,
been brought up.
most of the hate that you got was not because of your opinions on anything. It was just because you threatened to end the stream. I didn't like it.
Let's see. I'm not seeing any that we only did for like an hour.
No, it was probably over that. It just wasn't the 4 hour. It was maybe a 2 hour stream, or like 90 minutes. It was pretty close to that. You don't remember this?
Our only 90-minute stream was prime time, bro. Like I'm looking through
No,
everything.
it was still like ended early, I guess. Like we had a meeting afterwards. It was me, you, and then Brantley hopped in for a little. And then a few other people hopped in. And then I did a gaming
You've literally
stream a
lost
while
me,
later.
bro. You've literally lost me.
Dude, your memory's so bad.
No, it's not. My memory's great.
Yes, it is.
But you can't
It's
tell
so
me when
bad.
it was, though, so you're trying to make me remember something you don't remember.
Wait, let me go look. Yeah, but like I have a good excuse.
Let's see.
I have a
Project
very
Karma,
good
just while you're
excuse.
looking up, said $5. So Twiggy, with how you said it about Xylee, couldn't you say the exact same thing about Wings when he did his crash outs?
Yeah, but Wings is also notorious for having crash outs, right? Like that's a Wings thing. That's part of his reputation, right? But acting like you're the toughest person out there and then trying to portray that, character, I guess. It doesn't really work when
Did you find the
you're
stream?
gonna I'm trying to finish a point. I don't want to like not talk. But yeah, give me a second.
'Cause I
If you
feel like
want to you want to be right so bad.
No, I want to know what you're actually talking about, because the only time I've ever like ended it was that one time. Every other time was like the stream had come to its like natural conclusion, and we weren't doing anything.
You remember it was the time where like you hopped out, right? So then we stayed in for a little bit, and then I told you in DMs that hey, let's just end it. We got that meeting. Do you not remember this?
Wait,
It
you
may
mean
just
the
be
time
easier
that
to go
you
through
told me to
DMs.
end the stream and I took you seriously? Are you talking about that one? Fuck
Yeah, but we
off.
weren't
No,
actually planning on
I'm not
ending it
accepting
early.
that. I'm not accepting that. Fuck you. No, I'm
No,
not
I said
accepting
that-
that.
no,
Because
because
I
I said
literally,
that was the
I
time
left
that was
as
a
a
meme.
joke. No, I left
Yes.
as a joke, and I sent you a
literally what he
message. No.
said. Uh-huh.
No, fuck you. Fuck you. I will find the goddamn DMs if I have to. I left because you were like, let's end it. So I sent you a message. Are we actually ending it? And you were like, yes. So I was like, I guess we're ending it then, because I thought that was a joke.
Yes, that's why I said that wasn't the one I was talking about when I said that you left.
The
I said
only
that
other
was the one
time
that
I
was a
ended it
meme.
was when Boogie came in and I had my big ass crash out and we ended up on Rewind. That's the
Yes,
only time I've
that was
ever
the
actually
one-
done it.
That was the one I was referring to that upset me, right? Or
Right.
not even upset me. I was just annoyed. But I was trying to make sure you knew I wasn't referring to the one that was a meme.
I didn't even remember
You
that
did it
meme
for
one.
the fun of it.
The only one I
I
remembered was
just
the
trying to
Boogie
make
one.
sure. I
Well,
was
we
only try- I was
squished
just trying to
that.
make sure.
We squashed
No, we
that.
squished that, yes. But then the only part I was trying to bring up that was similar was the fact that, like, whenever something doesn't go your way, you'll almost hold the stream hostage.
Yeah, but it's
And
different if I actually
You
do
can't
it.
do that.
Like, it's
No, it's
different if
not.
I actually do it. It's the thing is, right, bro. I've never said you couldn't use OBS, bro. I've said like, bro, you want to set up the
No, I
stream and
know.
shit like that, and there've been times where you just haven't been able to, and that's fine. I've never
Yeah.
once been like, no, you can't run it.
Mhm.
Every time you've said I want to do it, I'm like, sweet.
And no, I know. I'm just saying, like, I've had to talk about it multiple times. Like, this wasn't something that I thought of or I wanted to bring up, right?
What? Who
It's
thought
just
of it
something
then?
that will actually there's a whole list. Dude, everybody watches our shows. Like everybody
Okay.
who's here at Fat Camp, they all watch, right?
Okay.
Including Team,
Okay.
including Brantley, Michael, Boogie,
Okay,
even Wings
okay.
has been watching.
That's fine.
And I had multiple conversations with that list, like people in that list, who all said that I will have to take over OBS.
Right.
It's not going to be like a question.
You could do it every time, bro. I wouldn't care.
No, you're better at it. But
No, but there's the whole like thing where people seem to think that just because you run OBS, like you're the mastermind behind the stream. Like I don't give a shit. Like I do it
no, I
because
know.
I had
I'm just
to.
saying, like, bro, we can't be holding streams hostage.
The chat was telling me to end it, and I was like, okay, chat, you want me to end it? No, I can't do that.
How many times
like,
has Team told you not to listen to the chat, like specifically?
never?
Huh?
I could literally count the conversations we've had on my fucking hand. Like,
All right. Well, I had a long conversation.
that's good for you, bro, but I
About
wasn't there.
Yes, but he also says it on streams all the time.
I don't care.
Like, at least once a week. You
It
should
doesn't bother
care.
me. Like, no, this
You
is
don't-
no. Unless he talks to me directly, I'm not taking shit.
All right. Well, So what if he tells me something directly? Tells me to do it, like to transfer that to the show.
Then you do
Right.
it. That's
Like,
fine.
for example, not listening to the chat.
I don't like that's fine. I'm still gonna listen to the chat.
If you want to listen to the chat, though, it's got to be donos, and you don't even have to listen to those. You just consider them, and if it's gonna ruin the show, if it's gonna cut content,
What
they're wasting their
content?
money.
What content? Because
do you
yesterday
mean,
was a
what
shitty stream.
content?
No one enjoyed it.
Yesterday was a shitty stream. It doesn't.
But
I
you're
don't
referring
think
to
you-
yesterday.
No.
Like no.
No, but-
You can't talk about the big picture when we're talking about yesterday specifically.
Okay, let's talk about yesterday. Let's talk about it. Why?
Talk about it.
Yeah, dude, you act like we both have to be liked. Like it's something harmful if I'm not liked by people. So then I have to try to be something that I'm not, and I'm done. I don't like that.
I didn't say you had to be liked. I said I don't like it when people dislike you because
Yes,
that's not what
but
people
it's-
enjoy.
I don't care what makes them, have fun. Okay, I want people
I
to be
do.
engaged. Okay, yes, I know that, but that's not how things work.
How do
right?
they work then? You
Like,
tell me how they
you-
work.
Who talks about us when we're just getting along, right?
They're fucking the same
not even getting
people that
along.
talk about
Not
us
even
all the
that.
time.
Not even that. Not even that. Yeah, the same people, right? Nobody else. There's no growth. There's not people outside of like the people the people in the Aussie VC, or whatever, just talking about us. We're not going to get any growth unless we, mix it up, right? And we're also not going to get any growth if we're just like becoming friends with the same old people, because you can only build relationships with so many people, right? Eventually we're going to have to try to bring in outside viewers, right? So if
Right.
there's people who are watching currently who don't like me, they can watch for you. That's fine. But as we grow the show, more people will come in and will support me. And like, I don't care if I have like, just a small majority of people, very small, who support me, right? That means a lot. But if you don't waste your time on like having like emotions about it, I guess. Like just like support Rastov, right? You can still support the show that way. And then just let me know how you feel. That's how it should be. I'm not going to pander to people because I want their money, right? That's fake.
I don't pander to people because I want their money.
I didn't say you did. I just said I'm not going to. I'm not going to be this like
right,
nice
but
guy.
by you saying that, you make it sound like that's why I talk to people, and that was the whole problem with the
No,
coaching
I'm
thing.
saying I'm not going to change I'm not going to change how I am, right?
That's fine.
Because I can, make more money off of people if that's like, because I guess I'm just confused by what you mean, right? Like, I don't understand how it's harmful to be polarizing.
I didn't
Like,
say,
one of the
I
most
literally
successful
just I
shows.
literally just said I don't like it when people dislike you.
Yeah, but you also you were basically asking me if I'm gonna like make amends today, like if I'm gonna apologize. Why would I apologize? Right?
Yeah, because that's what the fucking people were telling me they wanted.
Exactly. I don't care
Because
what they
you
want.
pissed them off.
That's
The thing is,
fine.
no. The thing is, like the thing that fucks me off the most, right? That really fucks me off the most is that people keep saying that I think that I have the God complex because I run the OBS, but like literally when it comes to anything else to do with the channel, anytime I try and have a discussion, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm always wrong, and you just do what you want anyway, right? So I have to trust you, and I have to listen to your opinions, and I have to do what the fuck you want, and then when I try and tell you something, you're like, no. Every
Yeah.
time. No, that's not how this works, bro.
I'm not a push. Like I'm.
It's
nobody-
not about being a pushover. It's about fucking being an equal. Because this is not
we are
99 to 1.
equals.
But you don't treat me
But-
like an equal. Because anytime I
Dude,
have an
I-
opinion, you're like, nah, you're just wrong. And I'm like, well, can
No,
you
I'm-
explain
I'm
it to me? And you're like, no,
disagreeing,
you're
and
just wrong.
disagreeing is fine, but like I'm not gonna change my personality because our audience doesn't like.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that now. No. I'm talking about the fact that you always say, I just have to trust you, right? And so whenever I ask you to trust me on something, you just say no.
Yeah, well, when you trust me, we have everybody talking about us.
Oh,
Like it
okay.
works, and it's worked
Dude.
every time. So just trust me. Like, I'm not gonna
work
I
like
do
this, bro. I
trust you.
swear to God, I'm not gonna work like this where I'm not your lackey, dude. I'm literally not your I'm not following your lead, bro. Like it's a 50-50 show, and if you're not gonna treat it that way, it'll be a 100% Twiggy show. I'm so serious.
So now, instead of holding the show hostage, you're going to make me do it on my own.
No, I'm gonna
Because
look
I'm-
after myself because this is fucking exhausting, dude. It's
Remember what
literally
I told you
exhausting to
about,
have
like,
to
threatening
like
to
because
quit
no, because I have to bend to everything, right? You do something and I give you my opinion, you're like, oh, that's fine, you're wrong though. Like,
Dude, you barely let me talk about Fat Camp yesterday when we're at
you
Fat
spoke
Camp.
for
Like,
fucking 80% of the show yesterday. Are you high,
no.
dude?
You were getting upset with me though yesterday about talking about Fat Camp.
No.
It was more-
The start of the stream was I didn't know if I wanted to talk about what happened with Billy and Xylee. One, because I was reeling from it myself, and two, because they were my friends, and I didn't want to fucking just turn what was a serious situation into content. So I was debating
that's
whether or not
also,
like we do it or
unfortunately,
don't
how
do it.
this works. Yeah, well, you didn't. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, right? But like, there's no reason I shouldn't be able to talk about it. Which you did let me, but I still had to push back, right? Do you get what I'm saying?
Dude, this is honestly just too fucking exhausting, man. I need a break. Seth looks for $5 said, Twiggy sounds like he's taking the long way around to say he's going to manufacture drama for engagement.
No, I'm just gonna. I'm literally gonna mess with people.
General for $5
Like I have
saying,
been
Twiggy
doing.
is right. Feel like Rastov has done this several times. He even holds other channel streams hostage. Cough, cough. Fuck's sake, General. I did not hold Kevin Smith hostage. Like, the thing is, right, like, I run the OBS because, like, I have to, and, like, I make the thumbnails because I have to, and I set up the stream because I have to, and then it's like I'm literally just here to fucking host the Twiggy show is how it feels, bro. And literally, you literally just submitted to everybody in front of all of these fucking people that it doesn't matter what I say, you just do what you want anyway.
No, I'm going to not like. I'm not gonna put on, I guess, a character. I'm not gonna try to like be nice to people just because I want like their money.
But
I
again,
don't
by you
mind-
saying that makes it sound like you're saying that that's what I'm doing, and I'm not. Like, I talk to people because I genuinely care about them. I listen to them because
I know
they're the
you
ones that
do.
pay for
I've
the fucking
defended you
show.
on this. Yes, but I'm not going to talk to the people because that's not my personality. So then it would just look like I'm acting a way that
Right,
I'm
but
not.
you say that,
And
like,
what
it
would
makes
be
it
my
come
motive
across
for
saying
doing
that
that?
you're fake as shit when you say
Well,
shit
I don't
like
mean
this,
it like
though.
that. I don't mean it like that. What I mean is like what would my motive be if I'm being somebody I'm not? Right? Like I'm talking to these people I don't want to talk to, right? I'm engaging with people I don't really want to engage with.
Then
what
why?
would my
Like,
motive
what?
be for
Okay,
that?
so no, hold on. So why are you here then? Because if you don't want to like engage with the people that watch, what's the point?
No, I guess what I mean by that is I don't want to engage with them in a positive way because there's no need. Like I'm gonna engage with the people who are, supportive. But if somebody wants to talk some smack, I'm gonna talk smack back. Right? I'm not just gonna like,
But they're not
bend over,
talking
take my
smack.
pants off, and let them. Yeah,
Who's talk smack though?
dude.
Like saying I didn't
literally
like
will,
this or
talk
I
shit
did
in
like this
comments.
doesn't mean that they're talking fucking smack.
Well, even if they're like, I don't like, oh, I didn't like this. Like Twiggy, you were very annoying today or whatever. Like I'm gonna call that person retarded. I'm gonna tell them they're wasting. Like I'm. A good majority of it is
Dude, it
rage
literally
bait, but there's
sounds like
sometimes where I genuinely think somebody's retarded.
You're saying you want to be here, but then following it up by saying you don't actually care. Like, so you don't want to be here. Like, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like you don't actually want to be an entertainer because you don't care about your audience. That's what it's sounding like.
No, I don't care about like if you want to support the show, right? But if you don't like me, I'm not gonna like. I'm not gonna like you probably. It's an ego thing.
I can't wait for Fat Camp to be over, to be honest, bro. I really can't. This whole thing sucks ass.
I think it's been, fun. There's a pattern, right? It's a weird pattern because all of the different hosts who aren't here have been just very, very weird. Almost every single one of them, right? Like even Xylee, like that yesterday, that wasn't Xylee. That was completely different. That was very unexpected. It was like Billy was 100% like putting on a little bit of a bit, right? Like he had some real feelings there, but you're obviously you're gonna take your feelings while you're on camera, and you're gonna try to make some entertainment out of that. And sometimes that can bomb. Sometimes it can look a little too real, right? But I mean, this is about a dog pooping on a table. It's not serious enough to quit over.
But that again, that's an oversimplification of what happened. That has nothing to do with it at all. It was the fact that she didn't feel like she didn't expect to get spoken to that way from him, somebody that she's trusted and been vulnerable with, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. She just didn't expect to be spoken to that way by him. And
Yeah,
it's
and
not like he
that's why our
sits there
divorce
thinking,
rate
"Yeah,
is
I
so
did the
high,
right thing."
because-
He regretted talking to her like that.
He did.
So
He
like,
did.
so if he fucking knows that it wasn't the right thing to do, why is everyone like being like, "Nah, bro, it was fine." Like, he himself
Because
said it wasn't
the right thing
right.
to do, right? No, I agree, but I don't think it justifies quitting, because if you're gonna quit, then why are you here? Like, you just go. Like, there's somebody who will fill the spot, somebody who will be more dedicated, willing to do more, and be more entertaining. And there's thousands of people who are like, this would be like, that would be their dream, right? So give it to somebody who appreciates it. Give it to somebody who's actually going to put in 100%. Not somebody who's going to like go on and, I guess I don't even know the best way to put it, dude. Oh, dude, I'm blanking.
All right. Well, while you
I'm gonna
blank,
get some sleep tonight. I promise.
I'm gonna read
I'm
some
blank.
stuff. Lunar
Like, even
Eclipse
guys right
re-upped
now-
Bandworld. Hold on. Rastov crashing out for the second night in a row because he's a control freak. Bro, I have control of nothing, so you're actually just fucking stupid. Twiggy is the #1 breakout personality at Fat Camp. W Twiggy, he the man. Lawless Fern for the $20. As a previous Twiggy hater, I do kind of agree with him. The difference in opinion is what makes the show fun and engaging. Admitting that hurt. Lol, still love you, Rastov. I appreciate you as well. Dude, I genuinely have, like, the only thing I control is what the thumbnail looks like and what the stream's called. That's it.
I mean, most of the time.
So, no.
that's
This
like
is what
an
we'll do.
everyday
From now
thing.
on, I'm just going to show up and you set everything up. You make the thumbnail, you make the stream. I'll show up and I'll do the Twiggy show, and you can have the full control that you feel like you need to make the show successful. I don't care anymore. It's your show now. It's your show. I don't care. I'm just along for the
Okay.
ride.
And the show will be successful.
Okay, good. Make it
I
successful.
mean, I'm
'cause
not saying it's successful right now, but I don't think the success is going to change. I think it'll grow over time. I think it could grow over time now. I just think the growth would be a little slower, because I'm not really all there. I'm not really bringing my all. And
why?
Why? Because I have a fear that I have to tiptoe, right?
Around what?
Around your feelings, for one. Like, whenever you say that you're going to end a stream because you don't, like, basically it seems like you don't like what's being said, right?
Dude, I did that yesterday because the stream was actual ass.
Yeah, and you still don't cut content, bro.
There wasn't content. No one was enjoying it.
Then why were our numbers so consistent the whole time?
Because it's Fat Camp, bro. The numbers are more consistent for everyone.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. We have outperformed milkers, like, especially today.
We've always been outperforming fucking milkers, dude.
No, milkers routinely will get up to like over 1,000 concurrent viewers. Routinely.
How many?
Like, they get over 1,000 concurrent viewers, like
Okay. But
like
what does that have to do
way
with
more
like?
often than we do.
It's not all about views though.
No, it's not. But views are a sign that you're growing. So there's still some importance there, right? Like, would you not celebrate if we were at 3,000 viewers right now, or would we just overlook that?
I mean, it would be cool, but like if we were
It
at
would be.
3,000 viewers with the same level of like donations and shit like that, I'd be worried
Mhm.
because the boss would be like,
Yes,
"What the
but
fuck's going on?"
yes, but like if we have the amount of support that we have when we're, you know, like like even when we're at the bottom of the totem pole, basically, right? The amount of support we get, even right now, is insane, right? Insanity. And
Right, but you take
the
that
people are
shit for
great, and
granted though by talking to them the way
no,
that
I
you do.
don't. No, I can. My bad for rage baiting. Okay, my bad. I had a goal. I was gonna get shots for every 50 with a paintball gun, right? And people didn't want to see me hurt. I get a little angry, Like I almost tried to give people a reason when I was, because I could have dealt with the Xylee stuff, a little calmer while saying the same stuff, right? But I decided, you know what? Let's have people see something they haven't seen before, right? Let me not hold back, right? Maybe we'll piss some people off. Maybe we'll get a few paintballs. And that's still a thing, like right now, by the way. Because Wonder Woman's asleep, so we can't do the fashion show.
Jesus.
And like, dude, honestly, like this is gonna sound like egotistical, I guess, right? And that's fine. But I am willing to do so much for this show, right? Like unreasonable things, like jumping in the water at night and snake infested water. That was something I was willing to do. I've taken so many, well, just a few shots of the paintball gun, right? Which isn't fun, but I know that it's entertaining. I'm willing to do it. You also know that, like, yesterday was the first time, or not yesterday, the day before. That was the first time I've ever been worn women's clothing. Like, I'm trying to bring something new every day. I'm constantly just thinking of different things, and most of them come to me at the last minute, as you know, right? And a lot of the stuff that happens on the show, it happens pretty organically. Like, the only things I've really gone in with a plan for were, like, the stuff with Becky. Like, I had a plan, and it worked out, right? But I minimize who I tell because, for one, I don't know what's gonna get out there. I don't want Becky to know that I'm playing her, at the time. But also, like, you're not a good actor, dude. And we've talked about it. We've come to acceptance. You literally told me. This is another thing that kind of like why it kind of annoys me because you told me, like, you're better off not knowing because then you can have a genuine reaction, right? But now that's shifted. That's changed. Mr. Producer, am I just alone here? Like, am I even live right now? Is there somebody else in the call with me? I can't see anything. All right. I mean, I'll just keep on talking. I don't mind. Dude, Kima's gonna be very upset in the morning. Very upset. So, I guess we can bring somebody else in. Or chat, do you I only have like another minute to read the comments because my phone's at 3%. But should I bring somebody else in here or should I just, talk about Fat Camp? Answer questions from the chat for as long as I can. I don't have a way to charge my phone, so
You are so
that's
fucking
where it's at.
exhausting, dude. I had to
Welcome to
not say
Showbiz, bud.
anything. I had to say nothing before I said something fucking stupid.
That's good. I'm glad you didn't say something stupid. I don't want you saying something you'll regret. My YouTube app's broken.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Did we get any? Holy moly for $5 said Rastov. Just get your ticket so you and Twiggy can make out in person already. My paradoxical me for $20 said Twiggy wants growth. You're just saying us paying viewers can be replaced. That'll break even at best, but you'll replace us with toxic people who won't give you the same support. I don't want a Becky on every show. That's kind of my point as well.
Yeah, but we're not gonna have a Becky here, right? Because unlike her, I can come on here and I can have a calm conversation. But I'm also not going to, like, what's the best way to put this, right? Whenever whenever like there's something going on, right? Especially if it's something big, and I want to talk about it, right? Like the thing that happened yesterday. The last thing I want is to be shut down. I'm voting Rastov on this poll. You already know I am, by the way. But like that's something that needs to be talked about. Like we were the show right after that. If we went live and didn't talk about that, it would have been we would have almost been wasting our time, dude. Like why would we not talk about something that massive that happened, right?
I was literally just debating whether or not to fucking talk about it because I didn't actually want to talk about it. That's all.
I know you didn't, but that's why I was talking about it, right? Because regardless, like if I go off and say something stupid or say something and I hurt somebody's feelings, right? I have to deal with that. That's on me. But like I don't know why you feel responsible for the things that come out of my mouth.
Because everyone fucking looks at me to fix it when you say shit. No one's like, Twiggy, be better. Every time you fuck up or you do something, everyone is literally just like, Rastov, fix the problem. Every fucking time. And I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm not doing it anymore.
Then don't listen to them. Yeah. That's my whole point. Like, you're letting people dictate you into dictating me.
But I don't
That's not
dictate
okay.
you.
That's
I
going
don't
to be
try anymore.
stressful.
That was like a fucking over a month ago. We stopped doing that.
Dude, anytime I say something that hurts somebody's feelings or anytime I get hate, we always go through the same thing every single time.
Yeah, because no one fucking holds you accountable. They hold me accountable for what you say. So I'm the one that gets the fucking firing squad for it.
But you're the one who also gives them the attention, right? You will respond every time and then you'll go and talk about it. Like it's not even that you'll talk about it. You'll just go into the chats and rant, or like last night you'll go on for a good while just shit talking me while I'm not there to even, like even be able to defend myself, which is fine because it's the outro to the stream, right? But it's not your responsibility to try to, be my parent, I guess.
I'm not, though.
Then why is it that every time somebody tells you that it's you got to fix something with me, why don't you just let them know that I need to fix it myself?
I
Because it
do.
is my responsibility.
I do.
Then if it's the same people that keep on messaging you, right? Eventually you got to stop giving them the time of day. Because this is obviously affecting you, right? But you can't, like, if it's my actions, right? And you're in a bad spot because you feel bad for how people feel about me, especially when I don't care what people think. Like, especially like I like the negativity. This is well known. But you can't stand it when
Powerage
people are
for
negative to
$5
me.
said, I don't blame Rastov or Twiggy. Sometimes chat is unnecessarily offended, and being offended doesn't make them right all the time. Okay. General said I missed some like donos for you, but I don't think I did. No, I read yours. There haven't been many to read, bro. There haven't been many to read. Yeah, I haven't skipped a single donation, so I don't know what you're on about, bro.
Hello, Mr. Young Bill Fridge.
He's
Dude, that's
muted.
the best seat you've had all week.
We can't hear him.
Yeah.
They can't hear
Which
you,
one?
apparently.
Does Nightmare know how to do that?
Go look where the pink is on the mixer. Hold up. He may have unplugged. Check that USB cord. No, if they can hear me. You can hear me, right, Rastov?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. They should be able to hear you now.
Shut up.
There we go.
Oh my god. I was watching in the theater room. This is the most miserable episode of Aussie I think I've ever watched. I'm covered in a sunburn. Twiggy, why is Rastov keeping you from being the world's biggest asshole?
I'm trying to get to the bottom of it, Billy.
Rastov, what are we going to do about this?
I am literally about to quit, and I actually don't care anymore. And I'm
Okay.
not baiting. I'm just gonna do it. I don't care. This is bullshit. I'm fucking sick of this shit. No, I'm sick of it. I'm fucking actually sick of it.
What are your options?
Quit. Quit. Or stop being fucking
That's it?
gaslit every stream. That's it. That's the two options, alright? I'm not gonna fucking bend
You're not
to
even being gaslit, though. You're
Shut the fuck
gaslighting
up, cunt.
yourself.
Shut the fuck up, cunt.
Oh,
You know what? Who's producing? Because log into Aussie and get ready to start streaming, because I'm actually about to just walk off.
How far away is Grim? Nightmare, we're going to need to start Aussie test early. Aussie's going to end.
No, I'm not
Ready to
ending it.
hold
They
the
can just
Grim?
hit start streaming and it'll keep on the channel. It'll just be a quick flip, and then you guys
Is there
can
a
have
way to
your
do
fucking
that?
show, because I just quit. I'm done. I can't be asked. I genuinely can't be asked.
All right,
This shit ain't fair.
then go.
All right,
Rastov, before you go, are you here?
I'm still here.
Okay, here's the deal. It's not fun. You don't want to do this anymore. We're here right now. Can we bide some time?
What point would that actually do? Like what
Well-
fucking outcome would that actually have for me that doesn't suck ass? Because
Here's
every
the thing.
time he
I've
does
been talking to
something,
Twiggy.
no, every time he does something, right? The boss just says great work. And then he's like, sweet, I'm completely justified in treating people like shit and gaslighting everybody and fucking being an absolute cunt. I'm just done. I'm sick of it.
That's not okay, maybe it's partially true. Twiggy
It's
embellishes.
completely true. It happens every fucking time. And I'm sick of it. I'm not doing it anymore.
FOMO.
Twiggy is not as great as he says he is. He's not as great as he thinks he is. He's better than most people, but that still doesn't live up to his own personal opinion of himself. It's very interesting, actually. That's why I like him. You can't leave because I've been talking to Twiggy all week. I've had tons of conversations with him, and I don't want to have another one with just Twiggy. I want you here. I don't know if we can fix this. Do you think there's any fixing?
I don't even know if I want to fix it now, to be honest, because he doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit. And because I have the emotional reaction now, I'm the bad guy. So I don't really.
That's what trolling is, right?
Yeah, but bro, I'm not doing that every single day, right? I'm not.
You
This
don't
is
do it every day. You've had 2 bad days and you're giving up, dude.
Bro, you've been doing this since
literally
we
don't-
fucking started. Are you fucking high, you dumb cunt?
Not yet, but I might be later.
There were some really good episodes where you guys were all getting along and it was fun. And then there was Twiggy trolling Rastov, and I didn't think that was fun. And then there was good episodes again. And then it was Twiggy trolling Rastov. And then there was good episodes again. And I don't know, Twiggy, when the trolling Rastov arc is gonna quit. And I don't think if this is the Lolcow universe, I don't think it's gonna quit anytime soon.
It's not.
Because
It's literally like something that is engraved into my personality, dog.
shit.
Like it's like this with every single person. I'm not gonna give somebody special treatment. Like if I like you, this just comes with me, and if you can't handle that, don't put yourself in that situation.
So you guys don't have a show.
I mean, the show's gonna go on. We'll figure out what to do because I'm not gonna be a hypocrite, right? I'm not gonna give Xylee shit for threatening to quit because her feelings were hurt, and then immediately swap when it's Rastov, especially when like
Rastov, do you think Twiggy planned this to get you to quit so he can bring in a different co-host?
I don't care.
no, it's gonna be rough for a while. Like I can't do it alone, obviously, but and I've been appreciative, but that none of like the negative always outweighs the positive, always, right? Like if you have a tendency to like feed into like the negative comments, for example, right? Especially when those actually tear you up.
Are
or,
they?
like,
Are
the
you
Reddit
ready
and
to
stuff,
take over the stream? Can I hit stop streaming yet or no?
That's a
They're
night.
not- No,
That's a
Grim's
nightmare
nowhere to be
question.
found. We're waiting for Grim to come. I think Nightmare might have texted him. But
Yeah, Grim is asleep somewhere.
honestly, at this point, I think all late shows should be canceled until Fat Camp is over. Like, no offense.
No, I'm
to
going
Nightmare and
every
Grim.
night.
No offense, to Nightmare and Grim, but Twiggy is wild.
I'm going every night. There's a whole cast of
It's
people
wild.
here, so like
It's wild.
after hopefully we can figure something out before the end of Fat Camp.
I didn't do rewind tonight. You guys are about to throw away an Aussie show. This is spitting in my face. I took a night off of rewind so that Lolcow Live could do a banger episode. We should be celebrating tonight.
Oh, we'll be
This should
celebrating.
be a celebration. I was like, I'm gonna watch Aussie. The fun's gonna continue. And I tune into this shit, and you guys are playing fucking Who's Got the Tiniest Dick? What a
Dude,
fucking
who's
downer.
yelling?
What a Debbie Downer. I don't know, man.
It-
Everything should be better than this. Why is everybody so fussy? I was a fussy gussy yesterday, and I fucked up.
I just wanted to yell.
You gotta chill out sometimes, Twiggy. Rastov don't like this.
Yeah, but like, dude, unfortunately, like, dude, this is entertainment, right? Like, this isn't a normal job, for one. Two, right? This is not the right universe to act like this. I'm sorry, it's just not.
I guess this is entertainment. I suppose.
Look, I've been very clear, like who I am since the beginning, and then, like I can't help it that I'm literally putting
Seth
it
looks,
out there.
You're on Lolcow Aussie potentially the last time.
This sympathy baiting is great.
Am I here?
You're here, bro. You're here.
Left. Billy, come back. Hey
Thank you, Billy.
guys,
What's
how's
poppin'?
it going? I'm not painting right now, but I didn't want to disappoint people. I put some minis already painted up on the cam
Thank
here.
you. I appreciate it.
Um,
I can't see them though, but I know they look good.
oh,
They
they're
look good.
Tyranids. Yeah. Twiggy,
Hello.
I think I kind of almost know what you're getting at. And I
Explain.
think the way well, that's the thing. Like, I don't totally have a handle on what I think you're trying to say
I guess what
because
I'm
the way
trying to
it
say is like,
sounds. Oh, go ahead.
well, I'm just like, look, I was put on the show for a reason, right? I was put into this position to entertain. It's something that is very volatile. It can be taken away in an instant. So I'm just trying to make sure that I can do what I can to entertain and secure that spot, right? And I'm trying to grow, but I don't want to be like stuck in this corner, right? I don't want to have to be somebody I'm not and constantly keep that up because that's exhausting. That's how you burn out, right? And
So
that's just,
who do you think you're being forced to be right now?
I think I'm supposed to be somebody who is just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm being held to standards that are the complete opposite of who I am, right? Because I like insulting people. I like trash talking. I like to rage bait. Like it's just I've always been this way. I like to get a reaction, and like most of if people watch the show for a while, they'll know that whenever I'm like talking crap to the chat, I'm doing that just because for one, I think it's funny, and two, like if you say something stupid, I'm gonna let you know that I think it's stupid. I think where people like have the problem is like now I don't know, dude. My opinion is not valid any more valid than anybody else's, right? Like I'm not at this like I'm talking down, right? Because I think it's funny. I would have done the same thing regardless if I was a host. People who have been in the community for a while know this is exactly how I am. I'm gonna cut the low hanging fruit, right? I'm gonna drop the low hanging fruit even lower. I'm gonna be a troll. That's how I entered this community, and that's probably how I'll leave it. Just who I am, it's how I've always been. And I'm not gonna like I don't know, I'm not gonna fold for somebody.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
just not
but
me.
I don't know where you're being asked to fold. Like Rastov just seems to want to be treated with a little bit of respect,
And I
and
give
you're
Rastov respect.
and you, yeah, but what how it sounds, and
Mhm,
maybe I'm misinterpreting what you've been saying, but how it sounds is that in the end, if Rastov feels disrespected, that's not your
mhm.
problem, even
No,
though
I mean,
you're the source.
well, like, yes, but also, if somebody feels disrespected, right, it doesn't necessarily mean they were disrespected. Sometimes you can feel things because you are, you know, how can I
Well,
give a good
that's
example of this?
you. That would then be you
Mhm.
telling someone that their feelings are wrong.
Well, I mean, it's
And
not even necessarily
that's
that, it's
what
just
you're
that, like
basically saying. That's what you're saying you want everyone to understand.
mhm.
You're it sounds like you're saying these are my feelings, deal with it. But now you're also saying um you might feel disrespected but you're not. It's like it's you're very contradictory right now.
And I
And you've
apologize
been
for that, and
very contradictory.
I can
Like
see that. Mhm.
You go after Xylee, yelling at her.
Yep.
You're doing it basically in a more low key manner to Rastov right now. But then you're like,
Well, yes.
now he's back,
But I also,
buddies.
like, yes,
So
I
you're
apologize,
inconsistent.
right? The only thing that like, that's a good example of, like, the character, I guess, that I don't wanna play because everybody knows, and I've said it many times, I don't apologize, right? But then if I don't apologize, then Rastov's gonna feel like, well, my actions are he's responsible for them, so I might as well just try to make amends even though I don't care. I genuinely don't.
Yeah. Well, a point to Rastov. Um, it's not your responsibility to get people to forgive Twiggy or anything. Like if people are coming at
Mhm.
you being like, "Man, you got to do something about Twiggy," that's that's not your job, bro. Like you could tell them to
But
talk to
the
Twiggy
thing is,
about it.
we're it's supposed to be a team, right? Like this isn't
Mhm.
Lolcow like
Right.
Twiggy adjacent to Rastov. It's Lolcow Aussie, bro. Like if you subscribe
Yeah.
to Lolcow Aussie, what I
Mhm.
say is a reflection of the show, and what he says there is a reflection of the show. So if he tells our viewers that they're all pieces of shit and we don't need them, then that's Lolcow Aussie telling them that they're all pieces of shit and we don't need them. It's not. So of course, like I have to do fucking damage control because there are people saying that they no longer want to support the show because they don't feel like he get like that we give a shit, right? Because it's like being guilty by association.
Okay. And check this out. If you guys need to split, like if you can't work this out, then I don't think it's your responsibility to be the one that leaves.
The
If this isn't the show Twiggy wants to do, then Twiggy should go find a different show. And you're the original guy. Rastov's the original guy on this show.
Mhm.
If Twiggy can't do the show that is okay for like to be a team with Rastov, then it should be Twiggy's responsibility to find a different show to be on.
And the problem is,
That's
right,
it
like
shouldn't
we
you
have
shouldn't be
gone through
ran
this like
off.
3 fucking like we go through this, right, and then we work it out, and then like I listen to what he has to say, and I implement the feedback that he has to give me, and that's cool. But then it's never reversed, right? Because the same thing ends up happening again, and we're back to square one. So it's like every time he says "trust me," I trust him. Every time he says
Every
"I'm going
time
to
you
do
say
this," I
trust
let
me,
him
I
do it.
trust you.
No, you
made
don't,
almost
though.
every segment for the docket, right?
Bro,
You are responsible for almost every topic we talk about.
Bro, because you're never in there. You don't fucking talk to them, dude. Like, you created the docket team originally, and you were never in the chat. What the fuck was I supposed to do? Again, we're a team. So if one of us
Yes.
isn't doing it, the other one has to do it. Dude.
I
These
talk to
aren't
the
fucking
docket when I
difficult
need to,
concepts, bro.
right? But we have a great team that's self-sufficient. I go in there, I tell them they're doing a good job. Whenever I have an idea for a topic, I put it in there, right? But they're self-sufficient. It's not our job to.
Yes,
I mean, it
because we
is to a
gave
certain
because I
extent,
gave them
right?
guidance on what we wanted to do on the show. They didn't just create
Yes,
shit
I've
on their
given them
own.
guidance too, but also half of my stuff doesn't make it.
What stuff didn't make it? Name one thing.
What was the last thing I put into the docket?
I can't remember because you don't go in there. Like, genuinely.
Dude, I literally.
You
have
tell
been
me.
in there
You tell
when
me.
I've
What
had
was your
time.
last thing that you put in there that didn't make it in?
It
It's
was-
not
it
on
was
me
some
to
video
tell
about
you
a-
what
it
you're
was-
fucking disappointed about.
It was some video about a spider, and the reason it couldn't go in is because arachnophobia is something that people suffer from.
I don't even
I don't
remember
even
you
remember who
posting
it
a
was
fucking
that told
video,
me
so
that.
that wasn't my
It was a
decision.
good little while ago. It was a good little while ago.
So
because
you
now I
posted
can-
one video, and then all of a sudden you threw your fucking toys out
No,
the
I
cot
said
and was
the
like,
last-
I'm not
I
going to
said
do it
the last
anymore, then
thing.
fine.
I said that was the last thing. No, because like, why would I put something in there, right? Like that is obviously not content. When we have people like BB Phil who are doing an amazing job putting together like the fuck he say, the fuck she say, like segments. We've got the Facebook Marketplace segments, right? We've got a full show's worth of stuff. Why would
So
I go in
because
and
I
mess
worked
that?
with the docket team to create segments for our show, you don't feel like you have to have any input anymore because the one spider video you suggested
give
didn't make it in?
input
That
when
doesn't
I
make
have
any sense,
input.
dude.
I give input when I have input, right?
Yeah, and then you
But if
literally
everything's
just
going
complained about how
perfectly
your stuff
smoothly-
doesn't get put in, and you put something
It
in there that they
doesn't,
said no,
because
and
it's
then
not
you
as
stop
good
putting
as the
stuff in
other
there.
stuff. Like, I'm literally like saying that you are doing a great job with the docket team, right? This stuff is killer. I couldn't come up with anything like that. So why like if I have something to contribute, I'm going to contribute, and I do when I have something, right? But I
that's-
go, I look at the docket, and I'm like, this is great. I don't need to mess with this. This is perfect.
I feel like
And there's
I'm
stuff
just
on other
I feel
tabs.
like I'm just an easy fucking target for you. Like whenever you don't feel like you've got anything to bring with the show, you're like, you know what I'll do today? I'm just gonna fuck with Rastov because I know he'll react, and then that's an easy show, done and dusted, with no effort on your part. Because it's all me. It's all me fucking crashing out. I hate it. I genuinely hate this. This is not
Wait, so
this
now
is not what I want our
cannot
show to
put
be.
in any effort.
Bro, what effort did you put in today? You showed up and you fucking just like you fucking drip tortured me until I broke.
Oh my bad. What
After
effort
I
did
told
put
you I
in
was already
today?
having a rough time.
The effort I put in today. Let's see. I moved the whole studio from in there to in here.
Our show, bro. Our show. I'm not talking about the
Yes,
shit you've
for
done
our
at Fat
show.
Camp. Because this
For
is
our
not just
show.
Fat Camp. This is not just Fat Camp, bro.
It's not.
You do
I
this
literally just
outside
said
of
I
Fat
moved
Camp.
this stuff in here for our show. I had to hook up all this stuff, figured it out for our show, right? Like if I didn't do that and I didn't go find Grim get his help, I wouldn't be able to be here. That's why I was like slightly late. We had a bunch of issues we had to figure out, and we made it work. Like there's an example of effort right there. I guess another example would be, putting in all of this effort just to promote our show. right? Spending 18 hours in a car with basically a stranger. Spending a whole 2 weeks with strangers. Like, you think I'm just doing this because I'm bored? This is to promote our show. Like, I'm in this till the end. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I am the idea of quitting has never even popped into my head. I'm going to see this through, and I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure it's successful.
Bro, do you just literally avoid every question I have? Like you made a big deal out of your shit not being used in the docket when you posted one thing
I
ages
didn't even
ago,
make a big
and
deal.
they were
I
like,
just said that
"You
it's
did
not-
though."
I literally said my stuff's not good. Like, why would I
And
go
that's
in
what
and
I'm
put
saying.
something
So
that
like
doesn't
you're like,
compare
"Oh,
to
I
the
don't
stuff
have
that's already
anything to
up there?"
contribute. I'm just going to use him as my content, and then job done. I can go to the boss and say, "Look
That's
what
not
I
what
did."
I do. I mess with everybody. I mess with the viewers who come on. I told you from the beginning, dude, and you said you were good with it.
Yeah,
That's
but I
not
literally
my
told you
fault.
today that I wasn't having a good time. You know that I was feeling like fucking rough after yesterday, right? And you literally said to me, "Yes, we need to have a chill stream." And so the first fucking thing you started doing after we had like a nice start to this, it was a good start. We got a crown, we got nice donations, we're having a good conversation, and it's almost like you got bored and just decided to start fucking with me.
I didn't get bored. I was enjoying the chill stream. But like the chill streams aren't gonna work if like either of us are faking being chill. It doesn't work. And eventually I realized like, dude, this isn't it. We might as well just get it off of our chest, try to work it out. And if it doesn't work out, eventually we'll have to move on. I don't know. But I don't know. It's
Okay, sorry.
it's
Sorry
very
to butt in.
exhausting to be chill constantly when that's not me, right? Like that's the version of me you say that the community likes, and you hammer that point into my head so much. Like they don't like crackhead Twiggy, or they like it when you're just calm, collected. They like it when we're buddies, right?
That's the feedback I get.
Yeah, but that's not the feedback I get, right?
How would you
And
know?
so
You
I've
don't
tried to
talk
make
to
a good
people.
balance. I don't talk to people. I'm in the Discord almost every day, all day, when I'm not asleep and when I'm not like constantly like working on something.
Oh yeah, when was
Like,
the last time you spent decent time in the fucking Discord? Because you've been sleeping for like a
today.
month. Well, today doesn't count, bro. Because today's not normal.
Literally the only reason I wasn't in the Discord like for the past a month is because I was on the gaming channel every night when I would normally be in the Discord.
Okay,
Like,
sounds like an excuse to me, bro.
it sounds like an excuse.
Yeah, I'm literally
still
done, bro. So
interacting with
like,
the
I'm literally,
community.
I don't care, bro. I'm literally done. I
Then
actually can't be
go.
fucked.
Like, let's let Test go live. Don't come back. Goodbye.
All right, see
Like, I'm
ya.
not dealing with this anymore.